ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਮਾਰਕ ਮਿਲਰ ਸਰੀ ਵਿਖੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪੀਆਰ ਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲ ਇਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬਾਰੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਸਲਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਆਰਥਿਕਤਾ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ।
And it's a good question. Certainly, as you would know, for permanent residency requirements, people are required to produce police certificates for a certain number of years. I've had to do it myself in different contexts. The level of reliability of those certificates really depends on the country that these people come from and the rigor with which the certificates are issued. They are not the be-all and end-all, and they are not a guarantee that the person in question has not committed a crime. And when you talk about federations or unitary states, it can really depend what jurisdiction you're getting the certificates from. There is also broad fake certificates that exist, again, depending on the source country. The way a security screening is typically done for all international students, with very few exceptions, for a number of years, is to submit biometrics, which are reliable. We go through international partners to verify the background of the people that submit their biometrics. Those in turn are limited, but they are reliable insofar as once you have the fingerprints, you can do the checks and you'll be able to turn something up if there is something. There is also progressive questioning that is done by officers, and they may ask in relatively limited circumstances to get more information, but that's up to the discretion of the officer. And again, our officials will call this progressive screening, but there is a rigorous screening for every student that comes into the country. Do people get through that have had criminal pasts? It would be highly misleading to say that that does not occur, but in the vast majority of circumstances, the students that come to this country have not committed crimes, particularly given the youth and age category of the candidates in question, and say, how do we bring that back to what the original intent of a visa program was, to make sure that we are attracting the best and brightest, that if they stay in the country, there are jobs for them, and that their money isn't just taken from them by unscrupulous actors that are just looking to make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 and not care about these young minds that in some cases their whole families have put their hopes and dreams into. So these are challenges that Canadians are looking for us to solve in a reasonable, rational way, and that comes with some important discussions, debates, perhaps disagreements with provinces and the institutions that welcome them as to how we do that. I'm not a person that is judge, jury, and executioner. I have ideas, I have a role, I have a responsibility, but I am not the ultimate decider in these things. It comes with proper discussions with economic actors, with institutions themselves, and those that want to welcome people on a temporary basis, with perhaps a discussion about how they become permanent and how they become Canadian citizens, or have to take a decision whether to go home and take their talents to another country. So these are all issues that fall into a greater category of affordability. And when we talk about immigration, we have to remember that there has been incredible good that has come to Canada through immigration. A number of you around the table are proof of that. But it doesn't come without a discussion about how we make sure that we can stand up to Canadians and say, is this the way we go as a country? Is this how we contribute to the economy?
ਸਾਡਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵੇਖਣ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਲਈ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਚੈਨਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਤੇ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਟਨ ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੋ।